Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. And I got a very special guest, Real Ball Knowledge. Real Ball Knowledge. Thank you for joining me
Yes,
today
sir.
and
Yes,
talking
sir.
about all things Invincible because holy mackerel. I don't want to curse, but if I could curse, I could be saying a whole lot of swear words right now because that finale was insane, my guy. Oh my god.
Mhm.
This show just like when I can't. This show is literally the best thing like on television. I think at this point we might surpass the best superhero animated superhero show of all time. I'm not quite there yet. Almost there. I should say it, but I think I'm just so nostalgic for Batman the animated series. But yeah, sorry,
Mhm.
little thing there. But thank you for Real Ball Knowledge for joining the show today.
No, absolute pleasure to be on here. And you're right to an extent, I mean, this show has so much potential to be one of the best animated superhero shows and probably one of the best superhero shows of all time, really. Like, if it really gets up there, it could live up to the heights of Daredevil, the heights of Spectacular Spider-Man, the heights of I don't think you've watched The Boys yet, but The Boys is up there for me. Yeah, and I think probably for you, this show might go on for a good minute too. So this might go on for this might reach the heights of Smallville for you, man. If you're really, if I don't know if you consider that blasphemous, but it can reach there. I think it can.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like if we're talking about best superhero things ever, yeah, it's definitely top 10. Like this is my favorite superhero thing now. While everyone's like getting so hype about the Doomsday trailer that we haven't even seen, that so sounds so nostalgia baity.
Mhm.
I'm hyped for every week of Invincible here. Like I like I mean
Yeah.
besides episode 7, I watched every episode and I'm on the East Coast. I watched every episode at 3 in the morning because I was that hyped for Invincible. It's
Right.
literally like the best thing on television. I think it's the best thing on
Mhm.
television right now, easily. But all right, we got a lot to break down here. We'll start. I'm gonna have it start with you, real ball knowledge. Um, talk
Right.
about talk about the finale first. We'll go start with that, and then we're gonna go into the season as a whole. What did you think of the finale?
Oh, great question. Thank you for giving me the floor. And frankly, I don't. The finale is definitely really different from the rest of the show's finale. It's really unique. Frankly, it's not there wasn't any action in that finale whatsoever, and I feel like it was a necessary thing because episode 7 was the definition of action heavy. So for this one to transition to essentially like a character study, as someone described it, I saw like I think I saw it on Twitter. Someone described it as a character study, and almost like a reflection on paranoia in a way. And I think that's what's really fun about
Yeah.
this. And it's great to see the people on Earth again. Like I'm great. It's kind of crazy how much time has passed, and I think that time is shown well with Eve. Yeah, with Eve, Debbie, even Paul. My boy Paul. We love our boy Paul, man. I love that dude. Chill out, dude.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
everyone
he's good.
else, I think, he's a great guy. And frankly, I am surprised that we didn't get to see Robot or Monster Go return back. They've been there for a good minute, so I'm
Oh
surprised they haven't
yeah.
came back at all. But
Oh,
I think
next
it's
season.
cool, and I like their story in the comics. So I'm intrigued how they do that and translate that into the show. But yeah, I think overall it's still really neat to see the aftermath of not just what happened in the Viltrumite War, but also it's the aftermath with Nolan and his return to Earth fully. Like, I mean, he's not staying on Earth, but he's returned to Earth, right? And it's interesting to see his interactions with Debbie, with Mark, with Eve, even, and sometimes with Cecil too. So yeah, I think overall this episode really just feels like a culmination of the personal relationships that we have with these characters and the reason why they fight. I think these characters are a reason why, and they show why these Viltrumites fight for the people of Earth. They don't fight for Viltrum; they fight for humanity. And Mark, it shows that with Mark, shows that with Nolan, and inevitably we're going to see that with these new ones too. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
actually intrigued by what because knowing this in the comments in the comics, I remember um seeing this in the comics and how it's actually very different than how they did it in the show. I
Really?
mean, similar execution, but there's a difference in sequence at least.
Hmm.
How do you feel about it? Like, were you generally shocked by the entire premise of what happened with like Thrag, with what the Viltrumites are doing here, or did you feel like it just made it was the next logical sequence?
Yeah, so I agree with a lot what you said, especially we're talking about the finale. It's definitely not your traditional Invincible finale where like all hell breaks
Hmm.
loose and everyone's just losing their heads and turning into puddles of mush. Which you kind of got. It was. I love how the episode kind of hints that's what's going to happen. Like it starts out with Thrag coming to Earth and then he's like just raining on destruction on everything, and then turns out it's just in Mark's mind. But in a way, it's like eh, they did in a way, what I like about this, it's not really like crazy action. Like you said, it's a character study, but this this ending is like worse than any kind of big gigantic battle could have been. Like the Viltrumites in a way, I don't say they won, but it just feels like a major defeat. Like, they're just gonna repopulate, and they're gonna use Earth. It's like, bro, I don't know, I felt like that was such a, like, jaw-dropping moment for me, like, bigger than I don't think this show's ever done before. It it just felt like a big destruction-filled finale, but
Hey,
it's
bro, can you hear
not,
me?
but yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay, great.
yeah, yeah, I was just saying, yeah, your audio good? Real ball? Uh-oh. We might be having some technical
There
difficulties.
you go.
Okay. Alright, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me
no, I was
see.
just
Let
saying
me see if there's.
oh, yeah, but what I was saying, guys, Roball will be right back, but, yeah, just the ending was more powerful than any kinda Conquest versus Invincible battle or Omni-Man or Angstrom. Like, it was insane, for sure. Definitely a really, really
Oh yeah.
crazy ending.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Everything's glitching right now.
No, no, you're all good, man. You're all good, man. It's all good. It's Thrag, he's messing with with the frequency. Oh, uh-oh, I think we got another frozen moment here, guys. Uh-oh. Hey, Real Ball Knowledge, you there, man?
But can you hear me though? There we go.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
I hear
shoot,
you.
not again.
Okay, yeah, I can hear
You
you.
hear me, but the video disappears.
Uh, no, the audio disappears too, both of them when it freezes.
Oh damn,
But
damn, damn,
but we
damn.
got you back though. We
That's so
got you
weird.
back. Yeah, just probably
Okay,
it's
yeah,
Thrag,
yeah,
man.
that's right, that's right.
Yeah, Thrag's messing with
Ugh,
the
I knew it.
frequency.
Viltrumite and the
Yeah, he's
Wi-Fi. Tuh, disgusting. I knew it.
but but yeah, man, I loved the finale. I don't think it's the best episode. Like episode 7, I think in my opinion
Hmm.
became my favorite episode of the entire series, but this is definitely like
Hmm.
top 5, top 10 for sure. I mean, the reunion with Eve, them talking about um her abortion was really powerful
Hmm.
stuff. The way Mark handled it was
Hmm.
really well done. I love their
Hmm.
relationship. Like, I was really getting nervous that this season was gonna dive into, like, them splitting apart or something stupid, like traditional
Hmm.
um cliche superhero romance where they always have to break up and get back together. Like they're just together and they're a
Hmm.
ride and die couple. And that's
Hmm.
they're like probably the best written superhero couple of all time in my opinion. Like it's
Hmm.
definitely up there for me. But
I
I've been
feel
talking
that.
long enough. What did you think of like just everything? Like, you think you like that it wasn't super action packed compared to episode 7, other previous finales? And do you feel like in a way the fact that it's not super action packed, it had a bigger impact? Like just the things that were
Mhm.
going on, I felt like was a lot more powerful. Like especially that ending, like it was just so helpless. The arc was so helpless.
Mhm.
There's nothing he could have done besides just say yes. What's he gonna do? Fight Thrag and just lose in like 3 seconds? Like it's just insane.
No, absolutely. I feel like it's very unique in a way how it explores that paranoia with an inevitable force, and that inevitable force is the Viltrumites and Thrive specifically. I like how they jump scared us with these with like, these paranoid visions of with how he killed Mark, how he not killed Mark, how he killed Debbie, how he killed Eve, how he killed even Cecil. He got these
Yeah.
weird visions of what he thought would be the future if the Viltrumites were on Earth. And the thing is, though, he was going to get that future no matter what, if he did resist. But if he didn't resist and he fought back against them, it would kind of lead the same. It would kind of be the same way. Still, Thrag is a beast. We thought that Conquest was a beast. Thrag is just another level. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's
Oh, for
it's
sure.
an interesting proposition. It's definitely interesting with how they explore that with Thrag, and you can tell. I think the funny thing about this episode is you can tell when the animators lock in with animation. Like there's specific
Yeah.
scenes whenever they're like, yeah, okay, they're locked in. They're like, because I don't want to diss animators. Like huge shout out to them. Apparently, there's like 4 people animating on this. I'm like, there should be more. Help these guys out,
That's
man. This is a huge show. It's a huge company. Help them out. But you can tell when there's little frames that
for
are
sure.
animated and they're like lit differently. That scene
I got it
with
pulled up right
Not
here.
Nolan.
I got pulled up right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that scene right there. They're shading,
Yeah.
the eyes are
Yeah.
moving,
There's actually like shadows.
and then it's crazy. And like you could see like Thrag, like people are dissing on Thrag's design in the show, but I feel like here that's where this is where he shines. Like you see that the intimidation, the eyes of Thrag are like they're like white dots. Like it's almost horrifying to look at a man who's with sheer power, with sheer will, and it's just like, how the hell do you stop that? And it's animated beautifully, and I'm glad that they locked in for that scene specifically because it's not action packed, but you can tell it's a monumental scene, which I think is a fascinating thing about Invincible. Like they lock in, especially the last 2 seasons, you can tell they lock in for specific scenes, specific moments to truly highlight it, which is great. I admire that, but I'm also like, I do wish like some of this. I mean, it's not like I want all these scenes to look like that, but I also would like at least make some of the scenes look a little better. Again, not dissing the animators because I know y'all do hard work. Because I know I would never want to be in y'all environment because it's toxic. Frankly, it's a
Right.
generally training environment, but it's like you can tell there's a shift in quality in certain scenes, and then it shifts back into the plateau of what we're expecting. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I do like this finale. It isn't the most eventful finale, but it's the one that feels like it gives you the most. I won't say closure, I'd say, but the most dread. And it's funny because the dread comes from the idea of these Viltrumites being here. It's not like they've done anything yet, but we see what they can do and what they will do if Mark were to disobey or like should have just harmed them. So I'm intrigued with where the next season goes because I noticed how this season, like at least the finale, at least they didn't show what happens at the end. Like they didn't show like possible storylines taking place for season 5. Like they didn't say, oh, we're gonna have Alan. I mean, no, they actually showed Alan.
Oh
They
yeah.
showed
Yeah.
Alan looking at the scourge
Yeah.
virus.
That
Yeah,
thing's crazy. Like,
I
yo,
know.
I thought what's his name? What was the old guy's name? The old guy Viltrumite?
Thetis,
There, Datus. Yeah, I thought
Optimus
he.
Prime, Optimus
Yeah,
Prime.
yeah, that him. Yeah, the voice actor for Optimus Prime. I thought I thought he was in a way he's just like the Viltrumites in a way.
Mhm.
Like he has that Viltrumite DNA in terms of how crazy and kind of sociopathic they all are, and the way he wants to wipe out a genocide of not only Viltrumites but of the human race. I'm like, bro,
Mhm.
get away, yo! What he
Mhm.
wants to wipe out all of humans just to prevent. That's kind of sick in a way. Like that's just as I don't want to say it's bad as, um, uh, crap. I'm blank. Thrax, or our main bad guy.
Thrag?
Thrag,
Thrag.
sorry, I don't know why I blanked on his name for a second. He's not as bad as Thrag and the other Viltrumites, but still a Viltrumite thing to do, and that's how crazy they all are. Even Omni-Man is still kinda, like, lacking something. The fact that he's sympathetic and wants to make up for what he did, but he killed so many people, he destroyed a whole city, and he's just thinking, like, "I'm gonna walk my way back into thinking everything's okay." It's like, "No.
Mhm.
You're an insane madman, like, you it's just crazy, and it's
Mhm.
amazing,
I think
but
that's
I
what's
don't
great about this season.
yeah,
No, my bad. I
it's
didn't mean to interrupt you, bro.
oh, no, you're all good, you're all good. No, yeah, no, keep it going, man, I agree, it's really insane this season, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Especially with how I think after the season we have a lot more sympathy. I mean, obviously sympathy toward not just Viltrumites, but also like to specifically Nolan. You know, you can tell. Like obviously, the Viltrumites are space Nazis. I mean, I don't know if I can say that on stream, but that's essentially what they are, right? But they're also like,
Yeah.
you can tell how indoctrinated they are. Like Nolan specifically was indoctrinated into this. So, like us seeing Nolan beat up his son in the first season was nothing to what his parents did to him in his own. You remember in episode 2?
Of season 4?
Yeah, of season 4. Like the whole
Um,
backstory on Viltrum.
yeah, yeah, backstory with Omni-Man and, like, what the real purpose
Yeah,
was.
yeah. That's where I'm like, okay, I can understand why Nolan did that. Of course, it doesn't make it right. Frankly, it doesn't make it right at all. But in some instances, you could say Nolan took it easy on Mark. He took it really easy on Mark, which I'm like, okay, so Nolan wasn't like he wasn't talking. He wasn't just talking for the sake of talking. He meant what he said by like saying he was too soft. I'm not soft. He was gentle with Mark, as he was in comparison of what the Viltrumites were to other Viltrumites. So I think
For
it's really interesting how this. I really like when this show focuses a lot on the Viltrumite stuff, and they do a lot, and I think that's why that's the season's greatest strength here. But I do think it's also like I wish we got more fleshing out for the other plot lines too, or the I wish the other plot lines were as interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like some plot lines just feel like they're in the back burner, or some plot lines are just there. So
with the
like
Viltrumites or just in
um
general?
oh, just I feel like just in general, in terms of
Mm,
like if the season takes a big turn after episode 5, right? But frankly speaking, episodes 1 to 4 feel very, we're kind of just waiting. I feel like it just feels like we're waiting for Nolan to come in episode 4. And I feel like
right.
that's my biggest criticism against season 4, because I feel like it's a tale of two seasons. I think it's a mix. It's literally the first 4 episodes were not my favorite. I like episode 2. I like bits of episode 1, but I feel like episode 5 ramped up what the season was actually trying to be. So it's like it's kind of a weird transition point, because I feel like season 3 ends off on such a high, and then you have to transition your way into the Viltrumite War. But to do that, you kind of have to get through some things on Earth, and it's just like oof, oof. I know it's just not as interesting as the urgency of Viltrum. So, what do you
Yeah.
think about it? Did you feel like the season was more consistent with you, or more consistent in quality with you, or were you kind of the same way? You didn't really appreciate, or you didn't enjoy the first 4 as much as you enjoyed the last 4?
Oh, yeah, for sure, the last 4 is, like, incredible.
Hmm.
Definitely it is a tale of 2 halves in a way. Eh, for me, each season was better than the last up until now. I feel
Hmm.
like season 4 is definitely not on the same level. as season 3. I actually that's not true because I kind of switch 1 and 2 sometimes. Like I think 2 is severely underrated, but if you watch the whole thing from beginning to end, it's a great watch. It's just as great as a watch as season 1.
Mhm.
Like the mid-season break in season 2 kind of like killed some of the momentum for people, which is totally understood.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, season 4 definitely is a drop in quality just due to the inconsistency. Um, I think I think the devil episode, unfortunately, it's still a good episode, but unfortunately, it's the worst episode I think of the entire show. I still love it because
Mhm.
a bad episode of Invincible, or sorry, not bad, but a not so amazingly great episode of Invincible is still like a
Mhm.
7 to 8 out of 10, which is still like amazing. But
Right.
yeah, it just was not like a 10 out of 10, which like all of season 3 in my opinion probably was all like 10 out of 10. Like yeah, like 9 to
Mhm.
10. Season 2, 9, 10, some 8s, season 1, 8, 9, some 10s, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, this was definitely a drop in quality. I like episodes 1, 2, and 3. And I like episode 4, but not as much as 1, 2, and 3. But then 5, 6, 7, 8 is just like
Mhm.
holy crap.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
yeah, and then just yeah, the Thrag, bro, like, I did not expect I was like, "How are you gonna top Conquest? How like, who is this guy? He sounds like a chump." He's just like, "Oh my god, the skeleton is like"
yeah.
it seems like a simp to a skeleton. And then you actually watch it, and it's just like, "Holy crap." In episode 7, when he punches Omni-Man, bro, oh my god, my jaw was, like, dropped to the floor, man. Like, sheesh. It was insane. But, yeah, bro, it was off the chain for sure, like, the last 4 episodes. Oh, are you there, man? Real ball knowledge? Uh-oh. We might got a little bit of a glitch here, guys. It's all good. Stay with us. Stay with us. We can power through this. You good, man? R Oh, uh-oh. We got a ring of death going on here, guys. Uh-oh. It's Thrag. I'm telling you guys, it's Thrag. He's trying to interfere with the stream. He doesn't like when we talk bad about him. Oh no. He'll come back. He'll come back. But
All right, let's see.
oh, hey, you're
Sorry
back.
about that. No,
Oh, no worries. No
uh,
worries.
thank you, thank you. No,
Got you back.
I'm telling you though, it's Thrag, man. I knew it. Them
Yeah,
Viltrumites be messing up our damn Wi-Fi.
yeah, now that they're on Earth, man, they're like interfering with any kind of Viltrumite propaganda or
I know,
as they see it fit.
I
But
know they're just going through TikTok, taking up too much bandwidth, bro. I just can't
yeah.
have that. You know what? Genocide for the Viltrumites.
It's like he just like Thrag pops down from the
Yeah.
sky, just like annihilates us, just like talking crap about him.
He's like, "What are you talking about?" You know, have you seen that one meme? And like, you know how there's Lex Luthor, and he's in his tower, and then there's like Superman flying above him right there, by the
Yeah,
window. Yeah,
yeah.
that's essentially how it could be right now. Because I'm right here outside, and then I could just pop up and say, "He's like, what you mean, boy?" And then just like squash me in half, like one clap.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for sure,
It's
man.
crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's
It's
crazy. But
crazy
I
times,
actually would
and
like to ask. I'd actually like to ask you, what was your thoughts on the whole Debbie and Nolan situation? And yeah, how'd you feel about that and how it was executed?
yeah, so I looked up what the comics did originally. I won't spoil it for anybody that
Mhm.
hasn't read the comics, but what happened between Debbie and Omni-Man in the comics is definitely different than what happens in the show. And I thought they were really gonna go down a different path, and Paul was gonna be, he was gonna be the stepdad. He was gonna be that guy. He was great. He was great for Debbie, but it looks like they're really like you read the comics, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, you know what happens between Debbie and I don't know the entire thing, but I know like when Omni Man first comes back, it's their reunion is a lot different from the show. and it looks like they're starting to integrate the comics and the show in terms of their relationship. Like they're going down the path of the comics essentially, and I think that's
Hmm.
awful. If I don't really know the full extent, but I do know that
Hmm.
like I don't want to say spoilers, but I think you get what I'm saying.
Mm.
I do not like if they're gonna end up back together. I am gonna hate that. Like that is not in Debbie's
Hmm.
character. It's not in her
Hmm.
character to go back with the guy who murdered so many people. Not just that, murdered her friends with the Guardians of the Globe. Like that doesn't make any sense. But maybe they can co-parent and be friends. I think that would be great.
Hmm.
But like full on relationship. And then she broke up with
Hmm.
Paul. I hated that. I was like, they were so great together. What do you think though?
I know. I completely get you. I wish we got at least like a flashback or something mentioning about the rift between Paul and Debbie, because I feel like when we ended off, they were strong, and then they come back like, oh, what happened? Like they were doing well. What the
Yeah.
fudge, you know?
Yeah,
So
it
I
was really
think I
weird.
wish I wish we got some more development with that. Same thing with I mean, actually, I don't want to say I want to flash back to Adam Eve and her going through her entire trauma and all of that. That's too sad. I don't want to mess with that. But with like Paul and Debbie, I at least want to see the riff, because I feel like they felt so like they were like in such a honeymoon phase. Like they're literally about to move in together, and then somehow they move, and then they somehow just like break up. I'm like, where was the hint to that? I feel like, of course, I feel like there's this. If they break up off screen, okay, right? But there has to be a hint to it. Like there
Yeah.
might be a thread saying like, oh, that thread's gonna unravel. It might not show you the thread, but it will unravel, and then we'll tell you later, right? And I think I wish we got that with this season, because I feel like we didn't, because we barely got Debbie in episode 5, and then next thing you know, in episode 8, gone. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my thing
For sure.
with with those type of romances. It's if you're either breaking up off screen or you're getting together off screen. Either way, there has to be like a little thread of the hint of it. I don't want there to be like barely any mention of, oh yeah, like Debbie wishes she was in the stars with her sons, right? I feel like we got that revelation after in this episode, but we never got that hint with Paul. Paul seemed like the dream guy. He's the Chad,
Agreed.
he's a Giga Chad. I respect the guy. So
Yeah,
it's just weird. It's just weird how they executed that, honestly. And
I
like
agree.
knowing from the comics, yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. You knew that Paul wasn't a mainstay, but he was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
the
thought they were
show
gonna change that.
has
Yeah.
strayed away differently from the comics and the show, especially with Debbie as a character. So I don't like how they're doing or they're handling her, at least in this episode. I mean, I won't lie with you here though. I do like the idea of Debbie and Nolan mending the relationship. Now, whether or not it leads back to romance, that's a completely different thing. But I do like the idea of mending a relationship. But I don't know how far they will take it and whether or not it's executed well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either Nolan has to or Debbie has to fall back in love with her, or no, Debbie has to fall back in love with him, or
Yeah.
it's just a matter of co-parenting, which I feel like it feels the most realistic option, especially knowing the show and how they handled Debbie. So, but
They
how would
have
you? Do you think that would be the worst possible thing if Debbie and Nolan got back together romantically?
it wouldn't be the worst possible thing, but it'd definitely be pretty dumb in my opinion because I just don't think that's realistic. And whether the comics say it or not, I don't want it to happen. Like I if they become friends and co-parent with each other and learn to have love for each other as parents of these two incredible super beings, that would be one
Hmm.
thing. But full on like getting back together and it's just like, oh, let's just go back. Like, no, there's so much betrayal and distrust there.
Hmm.
And even if they do or manage to be friendly with each other, I don't think there's. I just he's what he did was insane, and the fact that
Hmm.
like there has to be a much more weight to that, and I think there is. Like I get Mark's point of view because it's his dad at the end of the day, and he is trying,
Right.
So I feel like the way Mark handles it is realistic. I think the way that Oliver handles it is realistic, but if Debbie just like forgave him like it was nothing. That's so unrealistic. And I think no, I don't think anyone on Earth, like even with Cecil, I don't think things are ever gonna be okay between them. At least not 100%. Just kind of mutual. And I don't blame Cecil for being like, "Get the hell off my planet," because it's like
Hmm.
he murdered children, like
Hmm.
he murdered children, and
Hmm.
what we think about, like, as a society, when one person just murders a child, that's bad enough, but he murdered like a whole city. It's just
Right.
it's not, that's not forgivable, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe if we have a Darth Vader redemption arc, I guess, in a way, it could be forgivable. Um, I don't know. I don't think this should happen personally.
No,
They
of
should not come
course.
back
I feel
together.
like it's a redemption arc that Nolan has to work through, and especially, I feel like as much as you could say sorry, it's not gonna bring back the people who died. It's not gonna bring back the people who like the people like Powerplex. Like, it's not gonna bring back their sanity, right? So it's
No.
just frankly, it's so much loss for a society that embraces humanity in that way. And now Nolan has embraced humanity, but at what cost? And he lost. He literally has to be. He had to enter an all-time low for him to experience that level of humanity again. And I think that's where I like seeing this episode. He is begging for that forgiveness, and I am rooting for him to to truly mend that relationship. But I also understand if it's not ever going to be the same, which frankly it should never be the same. If
Exactly.
this is a new guy, right? It shouldn't. My main thing is this. Okay, so of course, no secrets between Nolan and Debbie. It was way easier in the comics. Like, they should have just got back together easily, right? And
Yeah.
I do like there's some resistance. Like, you can tell, like, and there's one scene when Nolan wanted to just reach out to Debbie and just like hold onto her, but he was resistant to that. He knew he doesn't want to hurt her further. So I'm like, I can respect that. I can respect that choice for him being hesitant still to fully not just fully open up, but like fully reach out to her because she knows how much he's hurt her, and
Yeah,
she made that perfectly clear to him. So I can understand the hostility toward Nolan. So
for
it's
sure.
a if they really do go through with it, I do want to make sure it's earned in every way, shape, or form. And the relationship it's like she's falling in love with the new man, a man that was not a hoax, but the real guy, the real individual. And I think that's where we might get into, because frankly speaking, it's Nolan and Debbie. They're kind of together. They're kind of together for a good while, honestly. Like like they're gonna go to Telestria for like how long? They're like that takes like a good month or two. So yeah,
And who knows
there's
how
gonna be a
long
lot of
Oliver
relationship
will
bonding
live.
and all that. Oh, that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Which we'll get to Oliver in a little bit because that boy a fraud, bro. Holy cow!
Oh,
Holy
Thrax
fuck,
could be a
that
piece of
boy a
cake. It
fraud.
just like, bro. Yeah, Oliver is still he's less annoying this season, but he definitely has moments where he's just like he thinks he could take down the entire world, and he's just like he's kind of an insect when it comes to the Viltrumites. And I hate
Right,
saying that, not trying to discriminate against Oliver's species or anything, but he literally is an insect
right,
to the
right, right,
Viltrumite.
right. And it just feels so like his efforts feel so minuscule, right? Like you see Nolan and Mark, they literally with the help of Space Racer and Thetis, they destroyed a planet. Freaking Oliver can't even like Oliver, like he got bit. He got I'm like,
Yeah,
dang, your jaw's gone.
yeah. I think
And
Adam Eve had
with
more.
Conquest, it was just nuts. Oh,
Yeah, for sure. I think Adam Eve had more durability than Oliver at this point.
yeah, it's such a weird thing. And I hope when he heals up, he is stronger. Because that boy needs to get in the weight room. No way you're getting thrown around like that now. Come on. I think he was
Yeah.
actually more annoying here in this season than he was in last season. Because last season, Nick was
Whoa.
cute. You're like, oh, yeah, no, I liked Oliver last season. He was really cute. Like, not, I can't say cute. Still gonna cute
Uh,
in 2026. Yeah, no, that's weird. That's weird. Let's not
no,
say
no,
that.
not that,
He
not
was a
that.
very fun guy. He's a funny guy. I'll say that.
Yes.
Fun
Yes,
guy.
but I would just say that's a hot take for in terms of, Oliver being better in season 3, like, he was annoying, and not only was he annoying, he was kinda
Mhm.
psychopathic at times too. He just wanted to murder
Yeah,
everybody.
that's the funniest part. I'm just saying that's not the funniest part, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, it's the I think it was the naivety of it all. Of course, he's naive in he was naive in season 3, and because he was younger, right?
Yeah.
And season 4, he's like a teenager that feels like he's on top of the world. He can handle all that, right? But I'm also like, boy, get in your place. Come on, now you got thrashed around by Conquest twice, and then you tried soloing you tried soloing Thrag alone, and the worst part was they kept telling him, "Don't go alone." He went alone. What are you talk? We told you not to. And
Yeah,
then
that
he
was
got.
really dumb.
I'm like, oh, bro. I'm like, okay. I know it happens in the comics too, like that, but I'm like, bro, think, Oliver, think. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, like, come on. It's nuts,
Omni-Man
man.
needed to
I'm
give
sorry.
that speech to Oliver instead of, giving that speech to Mark, where
Mark.
he's like, "Think. Think, Mark, think." He needed to
Yeah,
do that same thing for
and
Oliver.
I thought, it's weird because I thought like Mark was fragile in season 1. I feel like Oliver is more fragile than Mark in than season 1 Mark. Than here, and teenage Oliver is more fragile than season 1 Mark. I feel like that's a fact.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Oliver's pretty weak. I think it's due to his other half of his species being
Mm.
um, so weak, and I hate saying that. I mean, Oliver's a great
Yeah.
character, and he's still super strong. It's just, his other
Right.
fun
Right.
side to him is kinda makes him a little weaker than any normal Viltrumite.
That's what I'm saying, and it's just like oh, it sucks that he still has such a big role in the war, and I'm like he's kind of a liability, and that's why I'm like this poor guy, low
Yeah,
key,
because
like he should have just stayed on Earth.
yeah, how many times did they have to save him? They had to save him so many times
Yeah,
this season. Both Omni-Man
exactly.
and, Omni-Man and Mark both had to save him so many times, and they took away from him, from the fight that they were doing just to save Oliver. It was like, I think if you look back on the season, like, try to find all the times Mark is saving him, it's, like,
Mhm.
at least 10 times, and it's, like, taken away from a fight or something, but it does get Mark angry having Oliver there, like, when he thought Oliver died from Thrag, like, Mark
Mhm.
went insane, like, he was like, "No!" It's just it definitely gets a rise out of him for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I think there is this theory saying that Mark, like since he is half human, that adrenaline that he feels, it is a rush of power that he has that most Viltrumites don't. They don't have adrenaline in their biology. I'm assuming because like they don't. If Viltrumites they get angry, yes, but that is just their strength is that what they're given. But Mark, since he's human, he has, I guess, like a rush. That's what I think.
Right.
That's the theory. Do you think it's valid?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that human instinct to have that adrenaline against the conquest or against Thrag. Like, even when, Omni-Man got, not killed, but, Mark thought Omni-Man died, that, like, set something off in Mark, and he just goes berserk. He goes super insane, and it makes sense. I mean, and he did the same thing with Eve too. When Eve got killed. But each time that happens, he's getting stronger and stronger. He's really becoming a strong character now. Like, not only with Conquest, but he put up a bit of a fight with Thrag too. Like, he was able to put one punch in, and I think he's just gonna build on his strength from there. Um,
Oh yeah.
and except in the finale where he couldn't land a single punch on him. But that was after he was able to land punches on Thrag after Omni Man got a lot of blows in. But Thrag is
Right.
insane. Like, did we find out why he's so strong? Like, he's a little too OP. Like, one punch just sends Omni Man flying into Viltrum, and it's
Yeah, like
insane.
he became an airbender, dude. Like I never seen a wind up so majestic. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's winding up and whoosh. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
whoa.
like he has like an extra power set to him for some reason.
There's an aura, which I don't think it's stated in the show at all, but apparently Thrag is considered like he's like a genetically modified Viltrumite. You know, he was meant to be the
Oh.
best. He was always meant to be the best. But I don't.
Oh,
It's
okay.
never explicitly stated in the show, but I think it's mentioned in the comics that he was bred to be the best, and that's why he expects perfection because he was made to be perfect, the savior of Viltrum.
Interesting. We do have a few comments
Yeah,
here from Randomp3 RSON999. We have a few comments. First comment, I saw him make the eyes comment when you were talking about
my
Oliver
boy,
look
he's
a certain
here.
way. And
That's
then
right.
and we also got another comment. Appreciate the comments, random person 999. I saw a theory about why Thrag is so much stronger. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
and we
wanna,
we're talking about it.
we would like to hear the theories. If he's genetically modified, I guess yeah, that makes sense.
My
Yo,
boy,
what's up?
he's in the Discord server, so shout out to him. I appreciate
Ah,
him coming on. This
all
is
right. Shout out
crazy.
to you, man. Thank you for your comments. Appreciate it. And anyone that wants to comment, will be reading your comments throughout for sure. Um, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So Thrag is he is that guy though. Like, I didn't believe the hype when I first saw him, but his presence in episode 7 and even his talk with Mark in episode 8, it's so menacing, it's so threatening. I'm like, "Wow, they can top Conquest." Like, I didn't think Conquest could be topped. They somehow did that.
I feel like because Conquest is a menace, and yes, we love menaces, but I think um, Thrag is more of a formidable threat because he's not just intelligent, but he's also ruthless, and he's like the guy just like one guy, you know, he like bitch slapped Mark all the way to Guantanamo Bay. I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like he's a man of few words, but when he speaks, it is heard and it's seen, and it's such a It's like how they handle. How did I describe this? Um, he's like you remember what's it called? What's that one called? You ever watched Puss in Boots? The Last Wish?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, death. You know how they handle death in that movie where he's like his appearances are minuscule, but when he's there, his presence is felt.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's how Thrag is used here. He isn't here a lot, but when he is there, he's menacing and it's effective. You know, he's there and it's like someone is gonna die because like the thought of him literally gives Mark like PTSD of him killing his mom and killing his girlfriend, right? I think that's the that's how effective a presence Thrag has because he's not here in the season that much, but when he is, just poof, gone.
Well, now, yeah, now he's gonna be memorable. He's a threat to Mark mentally, and I don't think anyone scarred him
Mm,
like this ever. Not even Conquest.
mhm. Oh no,
Like
of
giving
course not.
PTSD. And it was interesting
Yeah.
seeing that happen. Like this is how PTSD is handled.
Mhm.
Coughing out to Iron Man 3. Sorry. But yeah, I don't like Iron Man 3. But anyway, yeah, when I saw that, it reminded me of that. And it
Yeah.
makes sense. And apparently Mark's gonna get more crap done to him too, from what I don't know what exactly is gonna happen. Well, I know one thing, but I
Mhm.
heard some other things are gonna happen to Mark, and it's just like you think Spider-Man has a tragic backstory. Like Mark is the king of trauma at this point. Like
Oh
he's like
yeah.
he is trauma. Like he's the definition of having trauma. Like, geez, this guy can't get a break.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's insane. But
And I think
yeah.
yeah, go
What
for
were
it.
you gonna
No,
say?
no, I think my boy sent in a theory in the chat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's read the theory. Appreciate your comment, random person 999. The theory was about when Omni-Man explained to Mark how they fly by making their own leverage. The theory was Thrag uses that ability to make leverage to make his hit stronger, and that was part of his special training. So interesting. Okay. So he's able to leverage. Okay. Interesting. He's able to make his own leverage. Huh.
Mm.
I can see that. That's cool. Like, I appreciate the theory. And you probably are correct. And yep, shout out to you, random person 999. Thrag is such a menace. Love how they did him in the show. Me too. I agree. He is probably the best villain at this point. Would you say so? Real ball knowledge
Mm, I mean, I feel like he's a very effective villain. Is he my favorite villain? Low
of the
key.
show.
Okay, here. Oh, of the show, it's actually a tie between season one Nolan and season three, or just Conquest in general. When you see Conquest, especially in season three's finale, I think Conquest is just so freaking out there. Like, he is nuts, but it's funny to see that, and it's just like, okay, this guy's going crazy, but he's just having fun. Thrag seems like he's all about business. He's all about that business, right? He's very straightforward, and I think that makes her a great villain. Is he my favorite villain to watch, though? I'm not gonna lie with you. He's not my favorite villain to watch. I still
That's fair.
prefer Nolan and Conquest, just because of the sheer amount of chaos they give. Thrag is genuinely nuts, though. I won't lie. Like, in the comics, he goes there. He goes there to another playing field, which I'm like, whoa. I don't know if we can reach this
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, I see what you're talking about for sure. I just think the fact that he's able to kick Nolan's butt the way that he
Mhm.
did, I was speechless. And then just the way he fights Mark not with his fists, but with his words. Like, his words have such an impact onto Mark to the point where it scars him. Like, he barely even fought Mark, and obviously he could easily kill him. But it's just
Mm.
his actions that aren't violent are that much more detrimental to Mark. It's insane to me. I'm like dudes of it's insane like what they're doing with Thrag. And I love it. Like, each villain
Mm.
is different in a way, like Omni-Man's is such a great villain due to the like manipulation and like the brainwashed belief
Mhm.
from his people. You got Conquest, who's essentially
Mhm.
like the Joker if he had Superman's powers, and then you got Thrag, who's just able to he's able to be such a menacing villain due to the words
Mhm.
that he does upon Mark, not just his actions, but his words also like haunt Mark and gives him PTSD. It's like it's insane, man.
Mhm.
It's incredible. I
Absolutely,
don't know if you agree with any of
absolutely.
that, but
No, absolutely. I think it's generally to see the not just the two strongest heroes in our. I mean, I don't consider Nolan a hero yet, but
yeah, he's
the two strongest
anti-hero.
allies. Right, yeah. Our two strongest allies on the same team can't even handle one guy, right? But the one guy is the leader of the Viltrumites. He is bred to be the best. So I think that's where I'm like, shoot, man, it's generally nuts that how powerful Thrag is, and he brings a lot of promise for the rest of this show. Which for a comic series that has so many great villains, he's a great standout and probably one of the best Viltrumite villains you'll probably ever get.
For sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, but I have no idea what's gonna happen next though, because we're only halfway through
Yeah,
the comics. I think Robert Kirkman says he just said the other day he
yeah,
wants to probably he extended from 7 to 9 to now 10 or 11. So we if he does like 10 to 11 seasons, like what is in store for us, man? Like 11
yeah.
seasons of this, please give it to me, man. Like I'm begging for it for sure.
I'm
Um
begging. I'm begging.
yeah, the idea maker 2526. Oh, the idea maker. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, came to support my guys out here and taking a peek at the series. Gonna be reacting to it with Real after Daredevil Born Again. First time watching it too. Oh, that's so awesome. You guys are watching it together?
Yeah. We're gonna what's it called? After we watch Born Again, we're gonna watch. We're planning on doing Spectacular Spider-Man, and then we're gonna do Invincible. Fuck, we're gonna do a
Nice.
year-round thing before Invincible season 5 comes out. So it's gonna be a good time,
Dude.
man.
Dude, that's
Generally, check it
awesome.
out. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
for
glad he's
sure, man.
here. Shout out to my boy. We talked about it yesterday. I'm glad he's here.
Yes, yes. Thank you for commenting, Idea Maker. Good seeing you again. And thanks for checking out the stream. And we also got some more comments here from random person. Yeah, I would say before Invincible, like my favorite animated shows, like Spectacular is fantastic. And it's crazy too, because
Right.
I think if Spectacular had more seasons, it probably would have been able to surpass Batman the Animated Series for me. It's
Oh yeah.
it's a real tragedy what happened with Spectacular. I feel like Spectacular and Invincible have very similar vibes. Okay, well, not vibes, but it's just like, that coming of age story. Coming of age story, like, it's really that's like the peak superhero story for me. If you could do a coming of age story well, like, I think it's it's like the best, And Invincible and
Oh,
Spectacular
absolutely.
Spider-Man do that really well. Um,
Oh yeah.
okay, random
All
person,
right, bro. I'm gonna be right back. Low key. I need to go grab. I need to go find a spot with a charger in it. You know,
oh,
that's
no.
my main thing. I gotta go find a charger. I'm
Okay,
about to
yeah.
die.
Yeah, no, no, no. Find that charger, man. I believe in
Yes,
you.
sir.
Alright, random
Thank you,
person
brother.
999. I would say he's one of the best villains, but of the whole show, it's kind of hard because season one, Nolan was so good, and Conquest is there. I agree with you, for sure. Like before this, like yeah, Conquest was my favorite villain, like hands down. And Omni-Man season 1 is really great as well, like, with all those hints of, like, what is he really planning on doing behind the scenes? Like, why did he kill the Guardians and how all of that unfolds? It's such a really interesting and compelling mystery, and then the reveal of it all and how Omni-Man goes so berserk, it's really great stuff, and even, like, the brainwashing of it all and him realize it's really compelling. I guess now seeing him more as, like, an anti-hero type of figure, but he's not even an anti-hero. He's kinda, he's acting like a hero now more than anything, but what he did is just can he really be called a hero? So what do you even call him? It's really interesting, but, I just think for me with even though Thrag was just so limited as of right now, he hasn't been in the series much, but what we have seen of him, it's affected Mark so deeply, and the presence and the aura too, just like him punching Omni-Man, I'm like, "Holy crap." He even the way he dodges Omni-Man's punches, it's there's so much aura to it. Um, I think in my opinion, I just have to have him as my favorite as of right now, and just the way he was talking to Mark in the finale, it just makes Mark so helpless. It's really great stuff in my opinion. And, another comment here from random person 999. Appreciate your comment. Yes, we are basically halfway through the story. Yep, I think that's what Robert Kirkman said. Um, I don't know anything about I know a few things due to being spoiled, but I have no idea where everything's gonna go end up. I don't even get how this is halfway through, but I'm excited for it. Um, it's gonna be really cool stuff. I'm glad I'm going into the show blind because I think that's making me really enjoy this show a lot. And like everything I'm seeing is like for the first time and it's really resonating with me. So this is like my favorite thing as of right now. Um, I could see Kirkman extending certain parts of the story to add more depth, which I think would be great. Yeah, it seems like he's definitely doing that. He's definitely changed a lot. And apparently even the ending of this season was changed from the comics. I just saw like something that popped up about that while I was getting the stream ready about something with the ending of this season is different with how things played out in the comics. And he apparently does a lot of the changes for the better. Some changes I've heard from people he does for the worse. Um, so far, I think from what I did hear what happened between Debbie and Paul and all that from the comics and how Debbie and Nolan's relationship evolved after everything that happens with him turning bad and whatnot. Um, I think the way they handled it in the show is a lot better. um, yeah, it's really interesting to see. I can't wait to see what happens next and how things change. Spectacular Spider-Man, yes, the best Spider-Man anything I think we've ever gotten for sure. Um, it's my third favorite animated show of all time, I would say. It's a superhero show. Invincible second, and then Batman the animated series is first. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it says, yeah, Nolan's arc is so interesting and well written. Can't wait to see more of it and how it plays out. I agree with you, man. It. Nolan is really well written. I didn't think he would work as becoming a hero. I thought it'd be, like, a little too cliche, because it's like, oh, of course, the villain turns back into a good guy, but the way they've handled it is really well. It's really layered, nuanced, I would say. It's not so black and white. It's like, "Oh, I'm just a good guy now, blah blah blah." But I really like the way they've handled it, and I like seeing Omni-Man as a good guy. I like seeing him like they could easily just make him a full-on bad guy and just double down on everything. And they even had moments in episode 7. It's like, will he turn back to being a bad guy? But no, he wants to redeem the Viltrumites. He's not just, oh, I think we lost real ball knowledge. I'm sure he'll be coming back, folks. I'm sure he'll be coming back. I just saw that he disappeared, but um, yeah, no, I love what they're doing with Nolan, and he's still got the aura. He's still a badass. He's really a cool character, and I can't wait to see what they have going on with him next. It should be really great. Thrag's aura is infinite. It's insane. I agree with you. Like, he's only been in 2 episodes, but his presence is incredible. It's terrifying. I read the comics. I won't spoil though. Appreciate you not spoiling it. Really hoping to go into it blind. I have heard some spoilers about a lot of different things. Um, oh, we got real ball back. It looks like. Uh-oh. See a ring of death going on here. All right, hopefully we got him back. Gotta definitely talk a lot more Invincible. Um, okay. You ranked your animated shows, I think. Awesome. Appreciate you. I love seeing rankings, so this is great. All right. So for me, Spectacular Spider-Man is number 1, and then Invincible is number 2. That's an incredible list. That you can't go wrong with Batman the Animated Series, Invincible, and Spectacular Spider-Man being somewhere in the top 3 in my opinion. There's also a bunch of other really great animated shows. You got the X-Men 90s show. Even the Spider-Man 90s show is pretty good. Is really good. I prefer Spectacular because just the way they um oh, oh, are we getting real ball knowledge back? I heard him come back for a second, guys. He's on his way coming back. Um what was I saying? Yeah. Um I love the way they handle Spectacular Spider-Man, all of the
All right, but can you hear me?
characters. Mary Jane is fantastic. I heard you. I heard you. I don't see you, but I heard you. I feel like you're making your way back. You got this, man. You're almost there. But dude, incredible list though. Got tell me your 3rd and 4th favorite. I'm real, or 5th favorite. Give me your top 5 for sure. I'd like to see that. Idea maker, appreciate you commenting once again. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to anyone who comments. Appreciate the support. Good seeing you, Idea Maker, in the comments here today. So to prepare for it, would you say this is one of the most brutal animated shows in modern animation? Yes, this show is brutal. Um, is it the most? I would say this the most brutal animated show of all time. I'm not sure if there's one that's um more brutal than let me think. No, I think this is the most brutal anime show of all time, honestly. You gotta definitely be prepared because episode 1 gets right into how brutal this story is. It's brutal visually and it's brutal thematically. So get prepared. It's a really great time. It's one of the best shows I think of all time for sure. Random person 999 says, I can't think of my top 5 at the moment. I do need to fully watch Batman the anime series though. Highly recommend it, man. It's an incredible show for sure. And yes, this show is brutal. Oh, brutal. Brutal. I was like, is this another slang word for something I don't know? But yeah, brutal. Yes, I agree. Invincible is brutal in every way possible, and it goes right into it, starting with episode 1 of the 1st season. It's incredible. It's also it's not just like brutal, it's just really incredible storytelling. You got all that going for it. Alrighty. appreciate you guys for the comments. I believe Real Ball Knowledge is coming back. Uh, I don't see him on the screen though, but I'm sure he'll be making his return shortly. So in the meantime, I'll take him off the take him off the screen for a sec. But yeah, guys, season 4. Oh, is Real Ball back?
Oh, thank
Hey, what's
God.
up, man?
I was like, I rushed back from the restroom. Oh God, what a terrible new set.
No,
I'd be
dude, it's
sitting here.
it's looking good, man. I like the white backdrop. You know, someone random
Oh no.
popped in the background, so I don't know. I don't know if I actually got them
Oh
on the
really?
screen. Some
Oh
random
shoot.
person. Yeah. So sorry whoever got exposed on the stream.
That's crazy. I'm so
But
sorry.
yeah, but yeah. So what else? What was I gonna say about season 4? Um, yeah. So what
Oh
do you
yeah.
think? I was talking
How
about a
would
lot of
you
different
rate
things,
this
but
season? Oh shoot, my bad, bro.
no, you're all good, man. Yeah, like I said before, I think for me, it goes season start from least to best. I think it goes. Oh, that's really tough. Oh man, I want to put. It's just so hard with this season because part of me wants to put it last, and it's still great, but also part of me wants to
Mhm.
put third. Man, I don't know,
Mm.
or second maybe. No, I can't be second. I think this is really tough. And also the thing is about seasons
Mhm.
1 and 2 of Invincible that really bother me. What's
Right.
her name? I already f Amber. Amber was the worst, man. Like, she really she wasn't the worst thing ever, but it was hard watching those scenes with her. So thank God we got the best written romance in comic book, movie, anything history with Adam
Right.
and Eve and Mark. But Mark and
Right.
Amber, that was rough to watch, man. That was some
Mhm.
really hard scenes to get through. So that's kind of what knocks seasons
Mhm.
1 and 2 down for me a bit. But and she hasn't even been in the show. I don't think she wasn't even in the
Right.
season. Um
Right.
yeah, I think it goes season 3's like the best for me. And then
Mhm.
2, yeah, I think 4 is my least favorite, I have to say. But it also has my best
Wow.
but it has the best ever episode though in episode 7. In episode no, 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 no. I gotta go 3. Jeez, you do you have an order of it? Do you have an order of it?
Oh, I already got mine in mind. And I don't know. Okay, let me see here. It was what I had in mind was season three, season one, season four, and season two. And I'd probably rank them like if I'm doing it out of 10, I think season three is probably like a 9 out of 10. Really good. Well, pretty consistent, I think. And season one is still a 9 out of 10. It really ramps it up, especially the last episode. And then season four is like an 8.5. It's really back heavy. I think the first four episodes are really the last four episodes are really so it's a literally a tale of two seasons. And then
Yeah.
season two is just it's like the sophomore slump. Like it just feels slow. And then we get Nolan back for like a good episode or two, and then we kind of lose him again, and then we kind of like I think the stuff with the multiverse, more specifically with Angstrom, isn't as interesting as they'd like it to be. It's cool. It's just not that fun in comparison to the rest of the other stuff with Invincible. So yeah, I think it's how I'd rank them. How would you rank them out of 10 at least for you each season?
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's easy
I'm
for me,
sorry,
so
you can't be recording here. This is like an exit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I apologize.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta find a different spot.
alright, man.
Yeah. Bro, I hate trying to find plugins, bro.
Don't worries, man. I'll
Sucks.
take you off the screen real quick, but I'll not take off you
Yeah,
the stream, but the screen real quick. I'll see you
yeah. I
in
see
a
what you
bit.
mean.
Yeah, no worries, man. Um, yeah, that's a good ranking though. Yeah, it's tough ranking those seasons, but if I had to rank like give each season a grade, I would give it. Oh, that's rough. I would give season. Yeah, they're all pretty much 10 out of 10. So I guess I would do like 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, 13 out of 10. Um, yeah. Oh, let me see. You're ranking the Invincible seasons. I gotta think on that. Yeah, that's rough. It's a really tough placement. Um, no, why they be doing my boy Elite Ball Knowledge dirty? Yeah, I feel you on that. He's gonna get a setup. I believe in him. Um, but what was I gonna say? Uh, yeah. So I would rank it. Probably it's probably a hot take, but I'm gonna do. So three is number one for me. Then 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 2, then 4, then 1. I know that's probably a hot take, but you gotta keep in mind though, these are all like 10 out of 10 seasons for me. Like these are incredible pieces of television. Um, I just think with season 1, you know, it's great. The stuff with Nolan and Mark is fantastic. Getting introduced to everybody was really great. Adam Eve's storyline was really great in season 1. I just think it didn't. I don't know. It's kind of like lacking a little bit of something compared to the rest of the seasons, and also Amber uh, is a tough watch. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I know everyone loves season 1 as, like, the best. And again, 10 out of 10, like, all 4 seasons, like, this is perfection television. It's not like, one is it's just so hard to rank all of them. I think for me, though, season 3 is, like, every episode was, like, a 10 out of 10. I think that mainly had to do with Mark and Adam Eve's relationship. And with season 2, I just think the aftermath of Nolan was handled really well, and it was really interesting. And I think Angstrom is a bit of an underrated villain, and I really liked that finale, season two's finale. And again, I highly recommend people watch season 2 from beginning to end because I think it really killed the momentum at the time of it airing with the mid-season break. And I think it really killed people's momentum. But when I rewatch season 1 and then rewatch season 2, I feel like season 2 is a better watch for me. It's more consistent, I guess. And no one returning was such a jaw-dropping moment and everything. Yeah, and I feel like seasons 1, 2, and 3 are like pretty consistent. I would say season 4 is like the first time I felt some inconsistency in such a really big way. Like you have the best episode ever and then the worst episode ever in the same exact season. And that's just it really like it's really crazy. It's really like a kind of tale of two halves when it comes to season 4. But I would definitely have to rank it second least for me. But even like the worst ever episode of Invincible, it's still like a really great episode of television. Like that devil episode definitely like, it's the worst ever episode, but to me, it's like a 7 to 8 out of 10. And then you got episode 7, which is like 100 out of 10. It's just like the inconsistency is pretty insane for sure. Um, but yeah, that's how I would rank it. So go favorite season 3, then season 2, then season 4, then season 1. And they're all like 10 out of 10 seasons for sure. I just can't wait. How is season 5 gonna top this? Like, ah, yeah, I can't. I mean, season 4 is the first time where I felt like it didn't top the previous season, but did top the previous best episode though. So I can't wait. If somehow season 5 can outdo something in season 4, bro, we're in for a treat. I can't wait, and we're only halfway through. But then also Kirkman just talked about possibly making 10 to 11 seasons. Um, so it's gonna be insane. Like I can't wait for 11 seasons of absolute perfection. Um, all right, idea maker, appreciate your comment. Appreciate your comment again. Who would you say does the best voice acting in the series? For me, I've heard J.K. Simmons does some incredible work as Omni-Man. The same thing with Steven Yeun as Invincible. Appreciate your comment. Appreciate your question. The idea maker. I would say oh, there's so many great performances, and it makes sense because they hired, like, A-level actors and, like, for every single part, even, like, minor characters, it's like they have some elite level talent on this show. Um, yeah, Steven Yeun, J.K. Simmons, and Jeffrey D. Morgan as Conquest, even Thrag. Jeez, this is so tough. And also Adam Eve. Shout out to Adam Eve. She's a really the actress that plays her. I'm blanking on her name at the moment. She's a really underrated actress in the show as well. She has some really incredible moments. But I have to go. Okay, if I had to just choose somebody, I have to go with J.K. Simmons. But man, you really asked a tough question. I gotta really think about it. But I'm going to go with a two answers: Stephen Young and J.K. Simmons. Stephen Young plays Invincible. J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man. They're the two best actors or performances, I should say, in the show. They're just some really incredible moments with them, and it's hard to compare what they've done with this series with other people, in my opinion. And shout out to Conquest and Thrag and Enemy. They're probably like ranked tied in second for me. Yeah, so that's what I would say. Appreciate your comment, idea maker. Appreciate your question. Random person 999 also says season 5 might be a weaker season, but I'm hoping proven wrong. Ooh, interesting. I can see why, because I'm guessing they're not going to be touching upon the Viltrumite War for quite a while. It looks like they'll be focusing mainly things on Earth with Mark and certain things with Omni-Man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It could very well be possible. But I am curious to see how Mark is going to handle the situation with Viltrumites populating the human race. Appreciate your comment. Also, you say here best voice acting. Ooh, top 3 are Stephen Young, J.K. Simmons, and Sandra Oh. Sandra Oh was so good in that scene when she saw Nolan again. That is true. Yeah, she's also going to be ranked second for me. But yeah, she's a really underrated. She has a really underrated performance for in the show as well. There's just the acting in this show is just magnificent. It's masterful. Um, yeah, I can't. It's hard to compare, but definitely for me, J.K. Simmons and um Steven Yeun are the 2 best actors, I would say. Right? Appreciate your comments and appreciate your ranking too. I like hearing your guys' opinions on everything. It's cool hearing different perspectives. We all have different opinions on things and some opinions even align, but it's what's the great thing about talking about this stuff. We all have different perspectives on everything. So appreciate your comment. Might as well make it a guess that voice actor game while reacting to it then. Yeah, dude, that's actually a pretty fun game to play when watching Invincible because there's so many recognizable names in this series. Like the cast is incredible. Yeah. Oh, Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get going real quick. Not sure where Real Ball Knowledge went. He disappeared. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. All is well. Let me see where he's at because he disappeared from the entire thing. Hold up. But yeah, that would be if. Oh, he's back here. Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, okay. Dude,
I
I've
had to
done
get
so much
going.
cardio this live stream.
What's that?
Good. I've done so much cardio. There's so much
Yeah, I can see that,
walking.
man. Yeah, dude, it's the grind to talk about Invincible. It's becoming a challenge, but we're making it work for sure. I had
It's
to leave
fine,
the
man.
stream
It's
real
all
quick.
Thrag's fault.
Yeah,
I blame Thrag's fault every time.
let's blame Thrag for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But random person 999. Alrighty. Sadly, I gotta go because I'm in class right now and I got a quiz, so I gotta do. But thank you for all shout outs in W stream. Bye y'all. Yo, appreciate you, random person 999. Thank you
Appreciate you, brother.
for tuning in, man. It's been a great time having you here, and I liked hearing your lists and everything.
Yeah.
I was
Good
just
luck on
kind
your
of
quiz,
talking
bro.
about different stuff here and there. Yeah. Good luck on the quiz, man, and good luck in class. You know, class is
That's
a
right.
peanut
That's
butter.
right. Oh yeah, we know. It's
But yeah, school's
it-
a pain. I'll probably be
that's
able to
right.
talk for about another half hour or so. You wanna have any other thoughts about Invincible season 4? I've been doing a lot of talking, so I forget what I talked
Yeah.
about and what you haven't
Yeah.
talked about yet. So the floor is
Oh,
yours,
of
man.
course. Oh, appreciate you. And honestly, man, a big shout out to you, brother. You know, you carrying the stream so far. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, no,
big shout
man.
out to you. It's been a tumultuous setup, but we'll figure it out. This is what live streamers do, right? Of course, this is what live
Exactly.
streamers do. You know what I'm
Dealing
saying?
with the
And
technical difficulties.
that's right. That's right. And I think I'm glad, if I can find a spot, hopefully it stays this way for the next half hour. Knock on wood.
Yeah, I
But
got some wood
it's
right here.
knock on it. Can you hear it?
Yep.
There you go. Felt it in my
Right
heart. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
For sure,
All
man.
right. Let me see. What else we talk about? Invincible. We talked about the seasons, how they compare. Favorite aspect of season 4 is still, I think, the Viltrumite part is always the best part. I feel like, especially in this, I feel like in any season, the Viltrumite part is always the best part, the most fascinating, and the one that intrigues the most urgency, right? But yeah, I think that's the best part. The weakest part of season 4 is possibly it's really that first half. The first 4 episodes of season 4 are probably the weakest, and it's like episode 2 is still pretty strong though. Episode 2 is a really strong episode because it had Viltrum in it too. So I think that's the best part of the entire show so far has been Viltrumite stuff. And yeah, I think overall one of my favorite parts, at least within the show, besides the Viltrumite stuff, has been dealing with Debbie. I think Debbie's still such a standout character. Great actress. I noticed you guys were talking about voice actors and who are the best voice actors in this show.
Yeah, that was
Sandra Oh is one of them. She's great.
yeah. That's what random person was talking about. Random person 999. They said that Sandra Oh is an underrated. Is the third best. Yeah, she's very underrated. Probably ranked second for me. The cast of this show is probably like one of the best casts of anything of all time.
Mhm.
So it's really hard to rank it for sure.
Of course, yeah.
But how
I
would you
feel
rank
like
the
the
season?
biggest thing with it. Wait, what happened, bro?
Oh no, like so finish your thoughts. Sorry, I was gonna
Oh
ask
no,
you
you're
something
good.
that
You're good.
someone else asked before.
It was what's it called? I feel like the biggest thing with celebrity cast though, I hope it's not just for the sake of celebrity and it's out of the sake of skill. Because I feel like there's some voice actors here that they're here by name, but you wouldn't even know it's them. Which is either a good thing or bad thing, but it feels like you could have used them for a bigger role. Like what's her name? Like Diana Guerrera. You know her from Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Or yeah. She's in this season, but
Oh wow.
like, I don't even
What'd
know.
she play?
Yeah. Universa. She's that girl. Universa is
Oh.
her name.
Oh yeah.
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 The
I know who you're
first
talking.
episode. So I'm like, it just feels like nonsense and not inconsequential, And I'm like, you got a big voice actress for that, I guess, but I
Could
don't
have
know.
been with something. It could have been for a better character, a better role.
Yeah, and it's not like this is new for Invincible. Like they've done this before for most of the past 4 seasons. Like last season, they had I don't know what big actors they had last season, but they had a good amount of. They had new. They had like a different cast and everything. Oh, what's her name? No, they had Aaron Paul as Powerplex. I forgot that part.
Yeah, I
Aaron Paul
think
was
he
Powerplex.
was well cast in that role, but it looks like he's
Yeah,
not gonna be
yeah.
coming back to that character.
Sadly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I think he's still good though.
definitely. Yeah, no, I hope they bring the character back. For sure. And we got a message from Ezra Carr 376. Man, we're getting a lot of messages in the stream today. Appreciate y'all for the comments and questions.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
Ezra Carr,
Also
hello
on the
there.
Discord, shout out to him.
Hey,
Big
yo.
shout out to Ezra.
Yeah, appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. It's shout out to you all. But yeah, it's what was I gonna say? Sorry, what were you saying? Sorry. With Invincible.
What was I saying? Oh, trying to think. But yeah, the celebrity cast. I mean, it can be
Oh, yeah,
very
that's
hit or
right.
miss, but I do think a very good hit they got was Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's a bummer that we won't see much of him after this. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we'll see more Conquest. I don't think he's alive. Obviously not. He's not alive. But we'll see. We'll see if we see more of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I love how they tease that he might be alive, and then you're just like, nah, he's
Yeah.
actually dead. Like we're not pulling a
Yeah.
Marvel on you guys. We're not gonna bring
Yeah.
back all these characters for no reason.
Yeah, you can't just pull Mark Guts out and say, "Oh, he actually survived that." No way. You can't do that to Mark. Mark got gutted for that. That was
Right.
the craziest thing in the entire show. Mark getting gutted.
Oh yeah,
Like that
man.
was the most painful thing I've ever seen. Like,
I agree.
like, you think that's the most like disturbing scene in the entire show?
It's definitely up there. I think, the mass destruction that Omni-Man Conquest did was also pretty disturbing.
That's also true.
Yeah, and even Angstrom's stuff was really disturbing. Invincible War. This show could have a top 10 list of like what makes you get disturbed the most, and it just
Mhm.
it'll go insane. But Ezra also asks, "How are you both doing today?" Appreciate your question. How are you doing, Ezra? I'm doing pretty good. Um, how are you doing, real ball? We had some technical difficulties, but I think we reined it in there a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, thank God. I'm tired. I'm just like, let's just talk. We sit down and talk about
Yes,
well, our childhood essentially. That's what we're talking about at this point, you know.
for sure. But yeah, thank you
think,
appreciate your comment, man. Shout out to you. We're both doing good, for sure.
That's right. Shout out to you, Ezra. Thank you for popping in here, man. Appreciate you.
And yeah, I would say too, yeah, well, how would you rank the seasons? Because it was a previous comment, and I ranked the seasons. Apparently, it's a hot take. Because I thought about it, and for me, favorite to least season, it goes 3, 2, 4, 1.
Wait, what season one's your least favorite?
Yeah, apparently that's a hot take.
Mm.
But it's all 10 out of 10
Jeez.
seasons. It's all 10 out of 10
I see. I
seasons.
see.
Amber just annoys the hell out of me. She kind of drags that season.
I feel
down.
that.
Yeah, and also,
I feel
but
that.
also, yeah, what were you gonna say?
What? Go for it.
No, I was gonna say too. Part of it is like just I feel like it's like all of them are 10 out of 10s, but it's just all the other seasons I feel like were a better watch for me than season 1.
I see.
Yeah.
I can feel that. That's a good way to. Yeah, no, I can understand that 100%. I feel like that's the rewatchability for each season. I feel like gets higher and higher, especially with certain moments of the show. Yeah, I think there's certain episodes like episode 7 where you love to rewatch episode 7 of season 4. Like that's an episode you watch. You know, it's so focused, and I love that. It's one of those things where I'm like, we need more of that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were to do it based on rewatchability and based on if I were to revisit this season, I think I'd still go season 3, season 1, season 4, and season 2. I think that's how I'd still do it. Season 2 is the least rewatchable for me. There's certain moments in season 2 that are pretty solid, but it just doesn't. It's just not my favorite, you know. Like I said, there's still great moments in season 3 or season 2, but it's not like season 3, where season 3 is. I feel like it has the best of both worlds. It's very episodic, but it also it has a black suit arc. It has also Adam Eve. We have Conquest. Probably my favorite animated fight I've seen in a TV show. That's pretty sick. And yeah, I think it's still it's still up there, man. It's still one of my favorites. That one's nearing my favorite. And then season one just has the whole Omni-Man thing. That was prime Omni-Man, I think, in terms of like how he was written and how he was. I mean, I loved how he's written now, but the way how he like had an aura to him, he was scary. You know, like I was scared of the dad for once. So I think that was really fun. That's fun. You never get that before.
Right. Yeah, dude. I agree with a lot what you're saying there. So how would you like so official rankings of everything? It'll go
Mhm.
like watchability,
Mhm.
like anything. How would you rank it? Like just in terms of what you think is overall best. Because I think, my
Mm.
opinion, I think that's how the best are, but
Mhm.
along with what's the best watch too. But what do you think is like the
Mhm.
best ranking the seasons?
The best
Yeah,
is
like if you
the
ranked it
best to
from
me is season three. Season three is still the best to me,
yeah,
and
I
then
agree.
season one, yeah, yeah. But I think the gap between season four and season two is huge. So it's not like saying this. It's like saying season. It's like saying season one and season three, season one and season four, nearing nines, right? Season
Yeah,
two is like an eight. Is like an eight, almost a seven. You know. So I think
interesting.
it's a low eight, high seven, but the rest of the seasons are high eights and low nines, even high nines. So I think that's what's really fascinating, and I'm really intrigued to see where it really takes us from here. Because I mean, like I remember I was actually listening in when I was like when I was finding a spot. I was listening in, and I heard random my boy random person. He popped in here and asked and said that season five might be the weakest season, which I'm like, that's intriguing. I do think, especially with how they're adapting storylines from the comics. I don't know how they're adapting it. I thought the Viltrumite War would be poorly adapted, but it was handled really well. So
Really, you thought it was
I
gonna be
thought it would
poorly
be
adapted?
yeah, because I thought like I genuinely thought the the prime years of Invincible came with season three because of like I felt like that storyline was pretty easy. It's a pretty easy storyline to adapt, and it's still great. But then season four is kind of tricky because you still got to transition into the Viltrumite War, and it still kind of has that kind of trickiness to it. But
Yeah.
they still do recontextualize it and make it better, and I think that's why it works. It works really well. But season five, I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued on how they do season five. But it's I think it's a season that gives a lot of dread, and I like that. I'm really
Hmm.
excited for that.
I feel like for me, it might be a setup to everything that happened in season four's finale. That's what the vibe I'm getting from
Hmm.
what what's in store for season five. Like, so it's like what's Mark gonna do about Thrag? Is he gonna say something to somebody? Is he gonna tell
Hmm.
Cecil like, "Hey, we got a bunch of Viltrumites here, laying their eggs, like, planting
Oh
their
yeah.
seed." It's really interesting how it's all gonna play out, and I could see it being one of the weaker seasons, but I also think it has the potential to, be the best. Like every season somehow ends up having the best episode ever, except season 2.
Hmm.
I think season 1's finale is better than anything in season 2. Um, but season 3,
Hmm.
like, had, like, the best ever episode, and season 4 had the best ever episode, so this show could go it's just this show's amazing. Plain and
Oh,
simple.
absolutely.
I think even season 2, it's like, you know me, like, for anyone that's watching, I'm a very critical person, like, me, real ball knowledge. I'm a very
Hmm.
critical person when it comes to
Hmm.
superhero media and just a lot of movies and TV shows.
Right.
Um, I I probably go too far with certain things, but when it comes to
Oh yeah,
Invincible,
yeah.
I
Well,
just I just see the show as like a 10 out of 10, man, like from everything. It's like
mhm.
even the bad episodes, quote unquote bad,
Mhm.
it's like still a
Right.
7 to 8 out of 10 for me.
I see
It just
what you
shows
mean,
how
and we'll get that critical side out of you when we talk about Daredevil.
oh
When we
yeah,
talk
for
about Born
sure.
Again.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll get that side out of you.
I don't think anyone's gonna like me anymore after what I have to say about Born Again season 2. Oh man, man. Oh, I'm like watching the show and yelling at my screen. Like it's not in a good way, like in a really crappy way. Like this show is garbo. This show is dog water. Anyway, not Invincible, guys. Daredevil Born Again season 2. Oof. Anyway, I'm doing very good. Ezra Carr, appreciate your comments, man. He says, I'm doing very good. Just woke up, got school today. Oh man, that's a bummer. I'm sorry you got school. Well, unless you enjoy school, then that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're doing really well.
Have fun in school, guys.
I've never watched Invincible before. Wish I did though, but I'm just sticking with physical media though. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Yeah, I recommend Invincible. Watch the show, read the comics, or maybe watch the show first, then read the comics. I don't know. Which do you think is better, Real Ball? Watch the comics or read the comics first and then watch the show, or watch the show and then read the comics?
I think it's a mix of both. I think the comics really complement the story of Invincible and in the show, but I think the show really enhances that experience. So if you're watching the show, or no, if you're reading the comics before and then you watch the show after, I think it really enhances that experience for you, and I think that's what's really fun. I think that's why I enjoy it. That's why I enjoy it more, because it's like imagining these scenes in the comics, and then you see that translated into the show, and it's executed well. I think that's what's really fun, So yeah, I think that's why I enjoy. Like the conquest fight, for example, is a great example of adapting that scene from the comics, because it's still a pretty long fight, but even more, enhancing it even more, which I think is great.
Yeah, man, I agree. That I think yeah, you gave some really good reasonings there for sure. Appreciate your insight on someone that's read the comics, because I haven't read the comics.
It's pretty cool.
That's
it's pretty cool.
one way of looking at it. All right, Idea Maker, appreciate your comment. What would you say if Amazon would make a live action movie or series of Invincible? Do you think they should stick to the animated series only? Oh, all right. What are your thoughts about this? Because you know a lot more about Invincible than I do. So
I see. I think there's this. I think doing it live action is so tricky, because not just because like the warning, like it's, if you make it live action, it's literally the gore will be close to The Boys, of course, not as like crazy weird as The Boys, but it's still gory as The Boys, and it's also like sometimes I feel like they're still rely on a lot of like CGI just to even make those scenes happen, So, and it's a pretty big scale story too. That's the thing that's really tricky about making a live action Invincible movie or show. It's so huge scale. Like, it is a big scale story that transitioned from just being a superhero story to like a sci-fi story, and it's just like, I kind of just want to see this. I kind of want to focus on it being animated first. Focus on the animation, increase the animation, and make it like better. Spend more time on it, and then I think that'll be fine with me. I feel like live action. I love to see live action. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I feel like there's a lot more limitations with it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like with animation, you can literally draw the stars and make it look as accurate as possible to the comics and make it look really fun, So
definitely.
I don't know. I think it's a tricky thing. We're on a slippery slope where I love to see in live action, but I wish, like, it really depends on what story you're adapting for the show or for the movie, because this book is huge. Like, the entire story of Invincible is so long that I don't know. I can see it be adapted in one whole movie and make it feel satisfying in that one movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine season 1 summed up in one movie?
Yeah, they would probably have to cut a lot of stuff out, which really sucks. But I feel like they, I don't know. I'm kind of split on it. Like a lot of the stuff that you're saying, like, yeah, it sucks that they're gonna have to cut out a lot of stuff, but it would be pretty cool to see, a live action Mark,
Oh, yeah,
a live action
100%.
Omni-Man. But at the
Right.
same time, they could not do what the animation is doing with Invincible right now in live action.
Mhm.
It's a slippery slope, but they're definitely doing it though. Whether we like it or not, Robert Kirkman says he wants to do a live action Invincible and do like an MCU style universe with it in live action.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, Robert, let's chill first, man. Let's chill. It's like, buddy, let's get season 5 out first tomorrow, and then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord have mercy, it's a long show, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not just a long show, a long series, and I'm like, yeah, I think you want to fully. I would love for him to fully finalize this show first, finish that, and then if they do make this into a live action, remaster what went wrong or what things could be improved in season from the show, while also honing and doubling down on what works. I think that's the biggest thing with Invincible because it's like it's not a traditional like it's not like how how Marvel has their own comic runs and stuff. Like those guys are, like they have their own comic runs that are self-contained, right? This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like an ever-spanning story, which I'm like,
Has a beginning and end.
right, absolutely, and you kind of need to see the in between to fully get the beginning and the end, right? So it's that's why I'm like, I want to see them first finish the animated show before they even talk about live action, because
I
they
think
can.
that's what they're gonna do.
It's what that was the whole point of the animated show was to be like a remaster of the comics, and I hope the live action show or live action movie could be a remaster of the show, so it's slightly better,
Definitely. I think that's what they're gonna do. Fortunately, they're gonna finish out the animated show and then they're gonna do the live action movies. I believe.
I hope so. I really
Yeah, I
do.
hope so too. I want
'Cause-
all the energy focused on this show because if they do like a Game of Thrones situation and get like so excited to do the new thing and then like kind of crap on the original thing and make the
Right.
original thing crappy, like in terms of the finale and stuff because of it, that's gonna really suck because the show is just peak. It's peak television. It's masterful, and I don't want to see that thrown into to the trash can for something that might not even come close to the show.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with how like, because that demon detective episode in episode 4, right? In season 4,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, like that one was an original. That was an original storyline, and I'm like, if Kirkman wants to expand the story, but make it like more original ideas, please don't make one like that. Please, no. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No,
Yeah,
because it's like
yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
there's a line. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It was just boring, frankly speaking. I'm like, I felt so disengaged by that episode, which I'm like, I shouldn't feel that way for an 8-episode season, right? So that's my thing. I'm like, if you're gonna make
exactly.
original
Especially when you have a
stories,
whole war.
don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? Or don't do something stupid like that. I'm gonna just I had no care about it, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, Invincible season 4 is good. Let's go.
That's right. That's right.
Any other thoughts on Invincible or anything? I mean, we've been talking for an hour and a half, and I'm sure there was a point where you didn't get some stuff in, so I want to make sure you get all your thoughts in there.
No, I think we got everything I can say. I just needed to vent to Kirkman for 1 second and say, please, no more demon detector. I was just kidding about that, bro. Please.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I feel it definitely was
Yeah.
the worst episode of the entire show, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like that. That one little gag they do with the mummy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that guy came in episode 4 too. So it's like all the storylines I don't care about are in that one episode. Like, oh god, are you kidding me, bro?
yeah.
So,
Yeah, and they also did that
It's
other
fun,
joke too, where they were talking about the masks. They were making fun of Marvel movies.
oh yeah. Like the nanotech. Zoom.
Yeah, I thought that was actually pretty funny. But yeah, I remember they made that joke in episode 3. Also, Ezra, I did not see your comment. I'm so sorry not reading it until now, but I appreciate your comment, Ezra Car 376. Honestly, from looking at the pictures from Invincible right now, Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 4 has way better animation, in my opinion. Oh. Oh, yeah,
Ninjago.
animation-wise. Yeah, the animation this season was kind of like season 3 in a way. It had moments where it looked absolutely amazing, and then it had moments where kind of looked mid. I get the
Right.
animation is not always the best, especially when you could tell there's scenes where it's visibly different than everything else. Like season 4 is ending, Drag coming to Earth, Conquest versus Mark. Like the animation there was like off the chain. Had shadows, um it had fluid animation. It looked really, really good. But then there's moments where the animation just it looks like stick figures. But
That's
that's
right.
what happens when you have a really big cast, I guess. That's where all the budget, I'm sure, is at right now.
Which I hope it is not like that for the rest of the season, because especially with not the rest of the series, like I don't want the cast to constantly be the ones that take up all the money and not the animations. Which of course I love. I of course grab a great ensemble. That's of course key. But I'm also like, we could just you don't have to hire the biggest voice actors in the world for something so small. So yeah, I'm in between on it. I just want them to really make sure the visuals look really good.
I agree. I think the overinflated cast, the over star powered cast is not really necessary. It looks like it is taking away from the animation, but at the same time, they have freaking Jeff Bezos on this show. Like, Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Like you
Mhm.
don't have some money to fork out to get better animators or more animators, I should say. Give them more
Mhm. Oh,
more
absolutely.
firepower. Like Invincible is the biggest animated show on the planet, and you can't give them some
Mhm.
more firepower to help out with the animation besides 4 people.
Oh, that's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's such a it's a funny show um that like it has the most rich has the richest like company, one of the richest and one of the most profitable companies. And they somehow like want to rush a season out, but they also don't have enough people to make sure the quality is maintained, So that's why the animation quality could be inconsistent within the shows.
definitely. Yeah, it's a up and down. It's like a roller coaster. It goes very up and down with the animation.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, storytelling at least is like insanely great. But yeah. And then what was I gonna say? I was just about to say something popped into my brain. This is what happens when you go streaming for almost 2 hours. Thoughts come in your head and then they like disappear in like 5 seconds. But
Right.
oh yeah, I would just say like some final thoughts about the season. Where's the best part you would say of the season? What was like the worst part? Like not episodes wise, but just like overall. What do you
Mm.
think like the best and worst moment was?
Okay, actually, this might be a bold one, but my least favorite moment or moments, or just aspects of the season, um, is probably. I know you're gonna hate this, but I do
Oh boy.
think Eve and Mark just kind of plateaued.
Oh no, you did not just say that about my favorite couple. No. Why, man? Why? Why did
I
you
don't know
say
what it
that?
is. Okay. So I've been hearing things, right? I've been indoctrinated, apparently. I've
Indoctrinated.
been no, based on like how people be like they don't like. It's not like they don't like Eve and Mark anymore. It's just like they feel plain and vanilla. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like okay. My thing is this. I feel like most of what they talk about, what we see them talk about, is mostly like relationship stuff. Or like, oh yeah, are you okay and all that. Which I'm like, okay, that's fair. But I'm also like, can we at least see them talk about something like at least have them vibe? You know what I'm saying? Because all they do is just talk about their emotions, and I'm like, Jack, that's fantastic. Do that. But I'm also like, it feels it
It
feels
feels
like we don't get to enjoy them. I don't think we get to enjoy their presence with one another, where they could just literally vibe with each other, like talk some stupid shit. I don't know, like have fun with each other. It doesn't feel like they're having fun with each other. It feels like there's only two things that they do: is have sex and
Oh.
then talk about their feelings. Oh, I mean, wait. I mean,
Hold up there.
spoon. They spoon. All they do is spoon. That's all they do, guys. It's nothing more than that. Trust. You two,
Ah,
don't snipe them. I swear to God. But
They
you know.
had so many nice moments together this season besides trauma bonding and whatever
Yeah, but
else is going. They had like, in the beginning of the season especially, they had some really nice moments, and the really crazy moments with her parents, like that whole dinner scene was a trip.
right, right.
That was something. But Mark is just dealing with so much stuff, and I just think, I don't know, I think all of their scenes together are just so powerful and like
Right.
moving relationship goals, like because Mark was thinking about, I honestly thought he was gonna break up with Eve because he's like, I can't keep worrying about you all the time and blah blah blah, superhero cliche bull crap. But no, no, Eve was like, listen, like, I want to do this with you. I'd rather do this with you than without you. And it's going to make it worse if it's without you. If I die, I die, but I'm not going to, we're going to do this together. And then she's like, maybe I'll be the one that goes into
Right.
space for 10 months. It's like, oh, this
Right.
is so, this like relationship goals. There's no jealousy or like, Mary
Right.
Jane, Raimi, Spider-Man bull crap that drives me off a wall. I could spend like 2 hours talking about that relationship and how horrible Raimi, Mary Jane is. Oh man, right when I said that, we like dropped a bunch of viewers. Oh boy. Sorry for scaring everyone away, guys. But we had like 7 viewers, and I started crapping on Raimi Spider-Man, and then it just dropped the one. Damn.
Oh god, no.
But
it's okay. No, but
yeah, no, they're
I feel you though. I definitely get what you mean with
yeah.
with, they're easy. They get each other, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what works, they're compatible, which is great. My thing is though, I wish that it was fun to watch. Like I feel like there's the scenes that we get of Mark and Eve, yeah, they're sweet, right? But I don't think we get the chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Like I understand that, yes, we understand we're on the same plane, we understand we're on the same we understand that they're on the same, what the hell, the same like wavelength, right? They understand each other, and yes, that's great. I just wish we got chemistry, some personality in there, but like, okay, just they're goofing off, having fun. I think that's what makes great relationships look fun, like why we like watching relationships, and why it makes us jealous, because it makes us smile, it makes us laugh, it makes us feel like there's only one person in the world that makes us feel whole, and that person is it. And yes, I understand why they have to always say and check in on each other, because yes, Mark goes through the absolute worst every season. He goes through it every time, and yes, he needs that therapist. Of course, advocate Mark for therapy, but it's also like I wish we got that levity, like at least some sense of levity with Mark, like why he feels so comfortable with Eve, other than, oh yeah, I can sleep next to you, and why I can do that, right? I feel like there has to be something more with vibe. I think the vibes of it is just kind of just like plateaued, and it kind of plateaued in season 1. Like I think because like season 1 with Mark and Eve, like there was
what are you talking about, man? No.
Your heart is breaking at the sight
man.
of Your heart is breaking
season
at
1 with Amber, man.
No, but like, okay, but you get the vibes with, like, so because Mark was with Amber, and Eve was with Rex, right? But we still got a sense of chemistry there. We still got a sense of the hint of what could be, and and that's why it worked, right? And now we understand why it works. But we're kind of here in a point where I'm like, yes, we're talking about our feelings, but I'm like, can we just like vibe? Like, can we like at least talk about like something else entirely? Like I understand we have to understand each other, but it feels like we could just like, goof off, laugh with each other, I haven't seen Mark laugh once. I understand this guy's going through it, but I mean, like, can you smile, please? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, to be fair, I understand Mark is going through the motion. He's going through the worst. He's having PTSD, he's having paranoia. But I'm also like, with Eve, he should feel comfortable not just to share the trauma, but to share the love, the laugh. He could feel free to do that and not just feel burdened the entire time. I know that's just Mark in general, because Mark is, his life sucks, yes, but I feel like it shouldn't feel like it's a drag to watch Eve and Mark together, because they should feel stronger together. They should feel happier together. But it doesn't feel like they're happy together. It feels like they're mourning, they're trauma bonding with each other, which is great. But I feel so like we've had so many scenes with that where I'm like, can we at least get some? Let's at least get some life with Mark and Eve in that way. Like have them joke around, have them share their life, and like how you be with your girlfriend, like you could joke around with them, feel comfortable with them, right?
Yeah.
Even after you're like having a bad day and all that, you still joke around because you're comfortable enough to be like that. I wish we got that with Mark and Eve. I feel like it just feels like we're going through the same roundabout circle of like, are you okay? Are you not okay? Right? We're on the rooftop. We're always on the same damn rooftop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, move, find a coffee spot, man. like there's like have you seen the teaser trailer for season 4 where Eve and Mark are sitting in the booth?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, they had way more chemistry in that than they did in the entire season of season 4. Loki, I feel really mean about saying that, but I feel like that's the potential they have. Like they can literally goof off and be sassy with each other,
They also were far away from each other. They were far away from each other a lot too. That
which
probably played. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I respect your opinion, but all I gotta say is disapproving Omni-Man.
You're gonna ban me off this thing, aren't you?
That's my
that's
my reaction. I got Omni-Man to give you a disapproving look. That's yeah, he's gonna come to where you're at, man, and wreak some havoc.
Not my IP. Oh no, not my IP.
But no, I see what you mean. Are a lot of people feeling that way about Mark and Eve this season?
Not a
or is
lot.
it just...
I've actually heard someone else in Discord also mentioned it, and I'm like, I can't unsee it now. I love Mark and Eve, I really do, but I'm also like, some of their scenes are a drag to get through sometimes because it feels like they're either one, sleeping next to each other, or two, talking about their feelings on a roof, and I'm like, that's great for like one episode where he needs to talk about it, but it feels like every episode he needs to talk about it, and I'm like, oh come on. It's great though. I mean, I love Sandra. Not Sandra Oh. I love Gillian Jacobs as Adam Eve. She's fantastic. Britta, love Britta.
Right.
She's fantastic. And I love Stephen Yeun. They have great chemistry as voice actors, but I don't think that they have great chemistry as characters, or at least how their dialogue's written, because it feels very stilted. I don't know. I feel like I'm ragging on Mark and Eve today. I don't know why. Because we love thick. Because did you see Eve in this season? At least in the final season, Thick Eve. Thick Eve.
Was that because she was pregnant, or was it because of just like Mark being away?
I think it was because she was away, and I think out of depression too, the postpartum depression. Even if she had an abortion, which I don't know if we could talk about on the live stream, but.
We'll probably we could just.
What do you think?
Yeah, we'll probably try not saying the word too much because I think you can't say it for some reason. I hate that you can't say it.
Really? Okay, let's say another word. It's another word.
But no, I know what you mean though. But yeah, what was I gonna say?
Induced miscarriage. Is that more clinical?
Yeah, she did have that. So I don't know. I was just I thought at first she was actually pregnant. I didn't think I didn't think she actually, what's it called? I thought that she, like the whole thing, like that whole storyline was gonna actually set her up having a kid. I didn't realize she was gonna not have the baby and stuff. But I guess is that in the comic?
With that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely is. It happens. It happens.
Interesting.
But it's different though. The sequence of events is different than how it was than how it is in the show. It's way different than how they did it in the show.
Really?
I think. I forget.
There's so much that happens in the show, so it makes sense.
so much, bro. So much.
Yeah, and
so many comments too.
Ezra, yeah, we gotta catch up on these comments. Ezra Carr, appreciate your comment, appreciate the support, my guy. Are both of you guys excited for the Clayface teaser trailer today? I am. I just found out about on the stream that we are getting a teaser for today, which I didn't even think was going to be a thing since it comes out next year or maybe later this year. I forget. It's kind of crazy that we got a
Right.
trailer for this before Doomsday, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Should be cool. Should be cool. Again,
That's right.
okay, wait, you excited?
Yeah, it looks
Football knowledge?
interesting. I hope it's. I hope it's like. I hope it's at least like somewhat like different from. I mean, I hope it's just like
It's gonna be
experimental.
great.
That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really good. Mike Flanagan. I hear Mike Flanagan. I'm like, oh, I'm on board, man. I'm on board.
Oh yeah.
I'm
100%.
I'm excited. I'm glad like DC's actually getting filmmakers instead of just committee people trying to throw things together on a dartboard and
Right.
get ChatGPT to cook up a script like Marvel. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to skip on your comment, idea maker. Do you feel like the story gets overshadowed by the gore and brutality, or is it very balanced? I personally feel like it's very balanced. I think the story is amazing. Like, I love this show because the story is that good. The characters are fantastic. I'm in love with this show. Like, the show is okay. I didn't mean like that, but like this show is just that fantastic. It's such a great show. Pause. I'm not in love with this show, but you know, the show's just amazing. I'm in love with my girlfriend.
That's right. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah,
Good answer.
I'm in love with my girlfriend, not the show. But what about you? Do you think the gore is overshadowed, or brutality? I mean,
Oh yeah, no, I think it's pretty balanced. I think it's effective. It knows when to appear and when not to. Like episode 1 is the perfect example of how to perfectly handle the gore. Like you can tell like there's action, but it doesn't go all the way until the final scene that hooks you right there, which I think is a great representation of how you do that.
right?
Absolutely. Oof. Hold on 1 second, bro. I'm gonna go restroom.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like the Yeah, that's how I feel like the story is really good. I feel like the story outweighs the gore and brutality, but those moments are very, very shocking for sure. How much more seasons is Invincible gonna get? Well, originally it's supposed to be 7, then it jumped to 9. Now it's jumping to potentially 11. So could be, who knows at this point. Maybe there'll be even more seasons. Maybe they'll come out and be like there's gonna be 13 seasons. I just can't imagine Stephen Young wanting to do this forever. If he did want to do it forever though, that would be amazing. But I don't see him doing that. But I hope we have as many seasons as they want to make, and I hope as many as it's going to be great, because I don't want the seasons to start dipping in quality, because I only want greatness from this show. I don't want mediocre crap, in my opinion. I appreciate your comment, Ezra, and appreciate your comment, Idea Maker. It was great seeing you in the comments today. Dang scared everyone away except me. When I was talking about Raimi Mary Jane. Yeah. I was just talking about it. I'm like, oh, it's dropped down to 5, dropped down to 4, 3, 2. I was like, oh dang, I'm crapping on the Raimi movies. I gotta stay away from that area. It's a sensitive topic. Yo, you guys should react. Yo guys, the Clayface teaser trailer is out now. Is it really? We should react to it. Oh, what? Yo, apparently the teaser trailer for Clayface is out.
I'm trying to see it. Is it? I was trying to look at my thing.
Is it
I
out?
heard on the.
Dang,
I'm
I'm excited for it. That's awesome. Anything Mike Flanagan. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's a really great director. Really great horror director. That should be pretty cool.
I think
yeah,
it's
if you
coming
can
in like
find
12. I don't see it right now. Something else.
maybe you have to go on the DC YouTube channel or something.
Oh, maybe. Yo, send in the chat.
Yes, I got a notification about it. Oh,
Oh,
maybe it's on
really?
maybe it's on the DC YouTube channel. Let me see.
I'm on DC right now. Nothing. All I have is All-Star Superman.
Yeah. All-Star
Posted on-
Superman Clark's interview with Lex Luthor.
Oh, okay, it's on the. Is it on the? No, it's not on there.
Dang, Supergirl
I
trailer
mean,
got
wow.
26 million views.
Only got what?
I didn't realize the Supergirl trailer got so many views for its trailer. It has 24 million views. That's a lot.
Oh, shoot, really? That's good.
Yeah, maybe it might be pretty big.
I saw the tweet for it. It's only like it's only 1 minute long, dude. It's not
Wait,
that
is
long.
it there? Is the Clayface trailer there?
I can't find it on YouTube, but I found it on one of the Discords, one of the Discord
Uh,
things. Yeah, I didn't see nothing else about it. It's weird.
yeah, I don't see anything for it. If you find, well, yeah, let me look it up on Google. Maybe it's there. But it's probably the time difference, as Ricard says.
Maybe. Did anyone post it on Discord? No, I don't see nothing. All I see is the poster for me, but I guess there's one here. I don't know if I can screen. Can I screen share stuff on here?
No.
Or would I get copyrighted right now?
Yeah, we also probably get copyright. Yeah, and we got a lot of people watching this today, so it's awesome. All the people really are. I really appreciate. We both really appreciate everyone coming in. The love is very very great. I'll post it on Discord. Oh, cool. Wow.
Thank you.
Clayface.
W Mans.
That's the place to Clayface. Yeah, we'll probably check that out now. Or yeah, I'll probably I gotta probably get going soon too. Probably sometime in the next 5 minutes. But are there any final thoughts? We've been talking for 2 hours. Any final thoughts about Invincible? Anything with Invincible, or anything in comic book, movie, anything?
You know what? I just figured out my new. My new video idea. It's gonna be Mark and Eve being a bad couple.
Oh man, dude, that might take me out of YouTube retirement. I might have to react to that and dissect all the false claims, bro. Yo.
That's how we met, man. We literally met by talking about each other on videos. Really cool.
We did?
I did a reaction video to your reaction. Or no, I did. Did I do? No, not a reaction. I did a commentary video on your video on Superman and Lois. I remember that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that was you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that now. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago, or was it not that long?
That was.
Feels like a long time ago at this point.
I still gotta finish my video on Superman and Lois. Now that's the perfect superhero couple, I think. That's the perfect.
I feel like they're kind of honestly, they're a couple that kind of got boring at times. I know, right? Yeah, coming in with the hot. I just think with Mark and Eve, they're just like relationship goals for young couples. I feel like they fit that so well. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. I feel like I just like that there's no drama with them. I feel like they're really good support for each other and they have chemistry in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I feel that.
Yeah, even when he saw Eve, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for gaining weight or whatever," which I think is a crazy thing to apologize for. But Mark's like, "I don't care. Like, I love you for you, not anything else. Like, apologizing for." That was such a great scene as well. They're just like the perfect couple for me. But yeah, if you want to make a video to that, bro, that might take me out of YouTube retirement. I gotta check that. I'll definitely check that video out for sure.
There you go. That's right.
Oh,
we got
you
that.
see it?
Yeah. I just got the what's it called? The video.
Whoa! So it really is out. Whoa.
Yeah, it's out.
Oh jeez. Wait, why is it not on YouTube or anything?
It finally just got posted. I think it was scheduled for 12.
Let me see here. Let me look on I'm gonna pull up the video. Hold up. Face trailer. Oh, I see it. All right. Yeah, are you watching it now?
Okay, I forget. Let's do reactions together.
All right,
This is fun.
everybody, we're
Let
reacting to
me.
the Clayface trailer. We're gonna push play in 3. If you want to react with us, we're not gonna post it on the stream, but if you want to react with us, just come join us on the timer clock. Right,
Right.
right,
Three,
3,
two,
2, 1.
go. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh.
That's a creepy face, man. That's unsettling.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No one should be talking about everything is the same in James Gunn's DC universe now. Oh my god.
Mm.
This is disturbing.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh.
Wow.
Oh.
That's unsettling. Alright, October 23rd. It comes out this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that was unsettling, man.
Damn. That
Looks
was
good.
that. Okay, so it's still coming out this year. Thank God.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks pretty. That actually looks neat. I'm not really
pretty
into
cool.
horror, but I can. That looks. I like that. It looks experimental. I can respect that.
Yeah, it's Mike Flanagan. He's a really infamous, like, really good horror director. So we're going to be getting something really good with it. It is interesting, though, that this is our first introduction to Gotham, a Clayface movie. But it looks great. It looks disturbing, looks deeply unsettling, and it looks like something we've never seen from a DC movie before. I'm digging the trailer. I liked it.
Right, me too. I like the experimental side of it, and as much as like it feels like James Gunn DC has taken a back burner this year, based on how much like the superhero stuff, like especially how overshadowed I feel Supergirl has been in comparison of Spider-Man. But they're coming out the same summer, so it's gonna be really interesting how both compare. But I'm really excited for both, though. I'm really intrigued. So
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
really excited for Spider-Man, even though I'm kind of worried about the overcrowdedness of it all. And I am excited because I am like a hardcore Spider-Man fan. Like he's my favorite superhero, and just everything about him I love. And it's kind of hard not to be excited for a Spider-Man movie. We're
absolutely.
pacing well with Spider-Man. We also got Spider-Man Noir coming out next month, which
Oh
I'm
yeah,
really...
and that Friendly Neighborhood show is not coming out this year too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we got 3 Spider-Man stuff coming out this year. Yeah, that should be exciting.
Yeah, and Spider-Verse comes out next year, right?
Yes. Yeah, next year.
Okay. Great, Spider-Verse. Awesome.
Yes. Yeah, so a lot of really cool things to be looking forward to. Also, Invincible Season 5 comes out next year. So that's a lot to be hyped about. Sad that it's over. I don't know what's going to fill my Invincible empty heart. Maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day could do that for me. I think Supergirl is going to be good too. I'm really a big fan of what's going on with James Gunn's DCU. So I know a lot of people have really jumped off the train and really like crapped on them and whatnot for whatever reason. I mean, I personally don't really 100% get it.
I low-key feel like it was mostly because of the momentum from Peacemaker Season 2. Most of the finale of Season 2 was so woof, That was the one time I feel like James Gunn actually missed. But other than that, Season 2 was okay. But I think that's where the moment, like, it took the sail out of your winds with the Season 2 finale of Peacemaker. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't the greatest. I still enjoyed it though. I feel like, but maybe that's just me. I thought Peacemaker was not as good as Season 1, but I thought it was still pretty good. Maybe that's just a hot take, I guess. But and then Lanterns, I'm really excited for. Superman, I thought was really good. A lot of people don't like Superman though, so I don't know. I guess we all have different everything's scattered in the DC universe. Everyone has different opinions on everything. So,
Right. Hey,
but
man. That's the beauty of it, though. That's the beauty
yeah,
of it, for sure.
yeah. And then then we got the Marvel side of things, and I'm just kind of like apprehensive about everything we get. Like,
Hmm.
don't know about this. Oh my goodness, Chris Evans is coming back, and Captain America is literally in the trailer and in the CinemaCon trailer.
Right.
It's just like
Like,
all that
does
was
any
going
of
on.
the
Just like
stuff
I'm waiting for
actually
him.
excite you, though? Like, do you feel like have you read the descriptions of the trailer, and does
Yeah.
it actually excite you?
Yes and no. I don't know. I can't tell if it's gonna be good. I mean, the one scene where I heard about Doctor Doom catching Thor's hammer with his 2 fingers sounds a lot like insane horror farming. To be honest, Thor sounds great. Like he's gonna be really cool in this movie. Russos are back. They're making it like how they've made all their other Marvel movies, but it's just like I don't know. I'm really mixed on it. I hope it's great. I mean, on paper it could be great, but it also sounds like they're smashing a bunch of action figures together and calling it art, and
Hmm.
it might not be like that. It might be just slop. you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like
What
it's
about you? Did it get you excited?
I wish. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, maybe if you watch the trailer, then maybe it might be. But right now, as it goes, like, I'm not I of course I want to see the trailer and see and test it out. But I'm also like, the concept of it all just doesn't excite me. Like I just want to see Sentry again. That's all I want to see from this movie. Just Sentry and Yelena. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I want to see them become a couple, and hopefully they don't kill them off because I don't think they're going to be doing much more with the new Avengers, unfortunately. But
Actually, I have a bold thing. I don't think it's bold, but I do think Bucky's dead, right? I think it's confirmed that he's dead.
what? What do
I
you
feel like
mean?
he's dead because like they said a major character is gonna die in this movie, and it's
Oh.
like also what's his name? What's that dude's name? Sebastian Stan signed up for Two-Face already, so it's not like he's. It just feels like yeah, he already hopped off the boat. So I feel like he's gonna be
Oh.
fully committed with DC soon. So
No.
what do you feel like?
No, I don't want Bucky to die. That would be. He just came back and it was like his best version we've seen of him since Civil War, and now they want to kill him
Right.
off. That's gonna suck. Like, I would hate that.
I feel that.
I hope not. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for sure. But
Fingers crossed.
yeah. But anyway, getting a little sidetracked there. Any other final thoughts about Invincible before we wrap up?
None. I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss this show. I'm gonna miss it a lot, but we'll
Me
get
too,
it next
man.
year.
Yeah, hopefully Spider-Man fills that void. That no pun intended, fills that void of of Invincible. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys coming onto the channel or coming onto the stream. It's been a great time. Appreciate you, ReelBallKnowledge, for coming onto the stream, talking about all things Invincible, talk about all things comics. And thank you guys all for the comments, and Ezra, the idea maker, random person 999. If I'm missing anyone, I do apologize, but appreciate you all. And I think we topped like 8 views at one point. I think that's the biggest I've ever had on the channel for a stream. So
Really?
yeah, we had
That's
like 8
great.
people. No, we had 9 people watching at one point. It was like 8 or 9. But
Really? That's great.
yeah, it was. I think it's the biggest. But either way, we had a lot of people on the stream. So appreciate you all. And it's been a great time. I'm sure we'll be going on the stream maybe sometime again soon for another movie or show. Maybe Born Again. That'll probably be a much more hateful stream though. I would give season 4.
You might get flagged. You might get flagged for hate.
I got a lot of curse words to say about that. I might need to do a private video for that one with a bunch of bleeps in it and stuff. But I would give season 4 like 1,000 out of 10. It's goated. But all right, guys. What's that?
No, I feel you 100%. I feel you.
Yeah. But appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.
That's right. Take care, guys.
Bye.
And